Welcome to my video on 6mm samurai basing. I've been trying to figure out what basing to go with, what sort of system for rule sets, material, size, what sort of setup to go with. So I first off figure I got to start with what rules am I going to use. So the two rule sets that I've narrowed it down to Command and Color Samurai Battles, which is a board game with wooden blocks. And I figure, well, maybe the rule set work well with miniatures. And I've seen this done with other Command and Colors rule sets, and I think it's very doable. So I'm looking forward to trying that one out. And also Bonsai, 3rd edition. That looks like a good rule set. I want to give that a try as well. So I wanted a basing system that'll work for both. Command and Colors, you're working with 4 individual blocks for infantry, for example. And the size, you can set it up however size you want it for miniatures, but I had Callistra. I tried out some Callistra basing and found that they're like a 4-inch hex size, so I had to make sure some sort of basing system that I use would fit in something like that. And Bonsai had like a 60 by 30, 60 millimeters by 30 millimeters basing size, and discovered that that 60 by 30 would fit in the 4-inch Command and Colors hex size. So that's sort of what I've been going with, is a 60 by 30. And this is a test template that I did and tried it out on the Callistra base, and it worked out very well. So that's the size I'm going with. So from there, it's a question of what material would I go with. I looked at the MDF, what I could purchase online from various companies, 60 by 30, and looked at pricing in that, and decided to go forward with just a balsa 60 by 30 base that I've made myself. Can cut that out of sheets of balsa pretty cheaply, and yeah, it works very well. So we're looking at a 1/8 of an inch in height, and 60 millimeters by 30 millimeters. So that's the material I'm going with. Very easy to work with, easy to cut. Now it's a question of how many can I get on a base. I'm looking at going with, I decided to take a look at the Ari Spearman here, and decided to go with 2 rank, 10 in front, 10 in the back. I have seen wider out to the edge with the figures, but decided to go with just this, just the 20. So let's look at a I guess almost final base here. You can see that I've put down some basing and some static grass. Just mixed it in with the miniatures there, and well, it turned out fairly well. And I might paint the base on the outside here, the color for commanding colors, what sort of type they are, yellow, red, blue, based on if they're cavalry or spearmen or whatnot. So I decided to also take a look at how I would mark casualties on the base, because I'll be moving these bases around, and I have played plenty of games where you're moving the casualty counters around with them, with the base, whether it's a die or actual some sort of counter, some sort of casualty miniature. I thought, well, let's try something different and have some sort of casualty marker attached to the base. And this example, I have a printed sheet with 4 circles showing casualties for commanding colors. Technically, I guess I may only need 3, because when you get to the 4th, the base is gone. So I just printed this out and just taped it to the bottom base. You'll notice I have a magnetized base here as well, just a sheet that I've cut out and applied to the base. That's for other options, but this is an idea that I have. Not sure if I'll use it. This other idea I have is a metallic strip that can be attached to the base, and then a dowel glued to the metal strip. And each time the unit takes a casualty, you just put a bead, a red bead or whatever color bead, and so you're down for commanding colors, you're down a casualty, you're down another casualty, you're taking 3, down to 3 now, and the 4th, the base is taken up. Let's take a look at the strip. Yeah, it's just a metal strip there. And we can take our other base and just put it there, and you can move it around. Now, for other systems where you'll have supporting bases in behind, this type of casualty concept at the back here wouldn't work too well. So being magnetized all around the base, you can move the casualty counters to the side, and that way you could bring in your second base of in this case Yari Spearman in support, and not have to, where are my which casualties go with what. It moves with it. So it's an idea. We'll see if I go with that. But as you can see, this is our this is going to be the basing scheme that I'm going to go with. I'll be using like a 4-inch hex on mats. I have the Callistra as well that I'll be testing with. Yeah, so we'll hopefully get some games in the near future, and you get to see this basing in action with initially commands and colors, and then as well bonsai. Okay, hopefully this was a good video of basing 6mm, and look forward to showing you more, and I'll see you in the next one.